know that this is good. It's for your intestinal flora. Probiotics. Today we're going to talk about the Pope. The Pope is coming to Cuba. So everybody knows this already, and I'm just talking about it because it is important news, and especially for anybody that's thinking about religion, or if you love Jesus, or if you think you're on the side of Jesus, you might be on the side of Jesus. You might want to be. You're a wannabe, but you don't know until he gets here. However, the Pope assumes that he's on the side of Jesus, and that's Yashua. Get his name right. Yashua is from Yahushua, Joshua, book of Joshua, the main assistant of Moses, Moshe. That's what the Jews is shorten it to Moshe. They don't really have all the proper words. Hebrew of today is not like the Hebrew of the ancient Israelites. Anyhow, talking about the Pope, let's get to today. The deal that's current. Is he the representative of the real church? Well, that's just, you already have an opinion on that. What do you want to hear from me? What can I tell you? You think that I know? Of course you don't really think that I know, and you shouldn't. Like, if you want to know what someone's saying about it and they should have an influence on you, pray first. Pray that you would know. Pray. That is eucalyptus, okay? It is a herb, and you can sniff it. It helps your respiration. You're inhaling it into your system, your lungs and everything. People love that stuff. So just calm down, right? Probably the Pope even does stuff like that. But the Pope is going to Cuba, and after that he's going to the United States. So people want to know, because the United States is a big country. What's the Pope got to do with that? What kind of a deal is he making? Cutting. Supposedly it's a New World Order thing. Now, I'm not saying, but I'm just laying out for you like these current accusations. And I'm not going to judge. Not in this video. People are saying that he's with the New World Order Pope. He's with the whore of Babylon. The whore of Babylon sitting on the scarlet beast. This multi-headed beast. That is the devil. The beast is from the devil. And yet they say it's 7 heads, 7 hills. Rome is on 7 hills. Is that a coincidence? There are some cities on 7 hills. I know that Rome is the main one, is the famous one on 7 hills. So that's where the Pope is. And they have drunk the wine of their violence, of the things that they have done. That the blood of the martyrs that they have pressed out in the wine press, in the pit of the grapes. That's what they have done. The Inquisition being the most famous part of it. Are they forgiven? You think you can be forgiven like that? You want to take the banner of Peter, Apostle Peter, and then you want to carry it on and say, well, we're all in the lineage of Peter. We're all with Peter. Y'all with Peter, huh? Y'all with Peter. St. Peter's Square. You got Peter, huh? It's not even his name, Peter. Peter is from the Greek Petra. That means solid rock foundation. But that's a translation because they Greekified it. They Greekified everything because they went to the Gentiles of the Greeks. It was first with the Israelites. As they were ending, they were defeated by Rome. But the Israelite language, they use Aramaic. And Yashua, who spoke Aramaic, called that guy, his main right-hand man, Kepha. You are Kepha. You know why you Kepha? He said, you Kepha because you are a solid rock that I can build on my teachings. Does the Pope have that kind of credibility? That he's carrying the banner for Kepha? They don't even know that word. They don't even say that. It's just change the languages, you know. Look, if you want to translate my name, really, do you think I'm going to respect you? No. 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 English is not a sacred language. It's not a sacred tongue. Learn Hebrew. Learn Aramaic from the Arameans. Aram was one of their ancestors. That was the father. Forefathers. Grandfathers. Great-grandfathers. Fathers. Oh, it's patriarchal. Yeah, the Pope, of course. You don't see a woman there. Do women have a problem with that? Well, here's the thing. The Catholics are losing all the faithful. They're losing all the members. Why they are? Why? Not because of what I support in it, but just to state the fact, they're losing it because women are becoming liberal and thinking that they wear the pants. They do wear the pants. But they don't wear the pants. They just put pants on. That don't make them wearing the pants. And they have babies. And they're created a certain way. But when push comes to shove, it's the man that is going to do what he's got to do. The women don't do what they got to do because it's not what they got to do. They have to do what they do, and they do it best. Men shouldn't be doing that. Do you understand, cowboys? And if you don't understand, then don't be drinking the kombucha. Don't be drinking any more kombucha, because you can't stomach it. Kombucha. It is the truth. So Pope, he's right on some things. You see, I support it, and I don't go for all this rewriting the what are the rules of the genders and stuff. And women should talk in church. Oh, well, are we going against Paul now? Paul said 3 times in the same Bible that the Roman Catholics got, so if you believe it or not, he said, you don't talk in church. If you have something to say, you were thinking about something, wait. And then you'll get home, and then you talk in private with your husband. Catholics, of course they're losing faithful. Of course they're losing numbers, officially. And they don't have regular churchgoers. They go, they're Easter, Christmas, Easter Catholics. Easter Christian. Easter, we only do the high holy days. The rest of the year, we don't care. We don't show up. We won't show up. We're not real Catholics. But what about the real Catholics? Are they gaining some more? In a way, they are. They're gaining some people that finally wake up to the fact that there is a problem on the earth, and it's not yours truly. The problem is out there. Don't point the finger at me. It's really simple what it says. It's not rocket science. It's not something to be doubted. It's really simple. It's spelled out. You only need to read a very basic canonized Bible. It's called the Holy Bible. And the Catholics need to follow it too. So I'm not saying this or that. I'm not taking one side. The anti-Catholics or the pro-Catholics. That what I've said here is just food for thought. You better figure it out. I've said it, and I've been very clear. But I don't need to do all this stuff. I could take all this off and take this off, and I could take my shirt off, and I can drop the kombucha too, and I can get real. But this is a video. And if you really want to talk to me, I'm going to be available, because I can't stand video. I really can't. It's fake ass shit. And anyone who's watching it, forgive me. I'm, debrief your children. I'm sorry. But don't fool yourself. Children know they're going to be exposed, all kinds of things. The Tonight Show or whoever else, they're going to hear it. He heard it too when he was a kid. But he's not any worse for it. Don't baby them and protect, not like that. But just tell them it's not good. Don't do it. Don't talk like that. But anyhow, when you're facing difficult subjects, sometimes you get in a cursing mood. Sometimes you spit your chewing tobacco. The Pope is coming And if you want to see him, he's going to be in Washington, D.C. He's going to be in Philadelphia. He's going to be in New York City. That's after he goes to Cuba. Let me congratulate Cuba in the conclusion here. Cuba released over 3,000 prisoners. That is like 16% of their total prison population. The United States is not doing any gesture. This is not a token gesture. This is like a real deal. They are forgiving. They are reviewing the records and saying, look, and why do I tell you that? Because I was a prisoner. Some of you watching that, you know very well that I was a prisoner. I don't know what you think of me or what you think of people going into prison and stuff, but I really didn't deserve that. I know that my Maker, who's in charge of me, allowed it to happen. I'm fine with that, and I suffered with it, but it wasn't easy. And let me tell you, most of you out there would not be able to handle it. And some of you are in the government system, and you would not. Of course, you want to be there on the other end of the stick. You are on the other end of the stick. But Pope, notwithstanding, Jesus and the rulers, the true rulers, are coming back, the elders, the ones that are going to inherit the authority, the real apostles. Everyone's coming back, and you're not going to have the stick anymore. The table's going to be turned. So you better get right, okay? It's just a job. You're only doing it because you got the paycheck. Jesus didn't put you in charge, and he didn't put the Pope in charge. Thanks for listening. That is what matters, the truth.